big this weekend is for the G5 and for the college football playoff. There's a lot of big opportunities here for your G5 programs. You got Troy playing Memphis. Troy, who has won the last two Sun Belt Conference titles. They're not favored as much. Obviously, losing your head coach and a lot of key players will do that, but it's still been a tricky team to play in the past. But you got Memphis, who is favored to win the American. They are at home. They should be able to cruise in this game, but this is one you do not want to look over, but it would be a good statement win. Next, you have App State going to Clemson, and App State is the Sun Belt Conference favorite. So a lot of these teams, you notice, have an opportunity to present themselves on a big stage against a high-level opponent, and that's what we're seeing here from some of these teams. App State, like I said, at Clemson, I want to see Klubnik at least kind of like be better this week. If he's not against App State, there's a lot of big issues. This still will be a really tough one for App State to win, but if they can look competitive in this game, that is an incredible thing for their resume. And then obviously we have Boise State at Oregon, like I talked about, but you have Kansas State also going to Tulane. Tulane is third in the American right now, or predicted to finish third in the American, but they were 2-0 all time versus Kansas State, and that was the year when they had the with Willie Fritz, they went and beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. But the thing is here, they added Troy's coach, who was dominant at Troy. Now John Summerall is the head coach at Tulane, and Tulane, crazy enough, has been one of the best programs in the last like 2 or 3 years in terms of just winning, and they even beat Kansas State the year they won the Big 12 title in Kansas. So this is a big one to look out for. I do think Kansas State should win this one, especially with their veteran defense and their weapons on offense with DJ Giddens and Dylan Edwards. I think it might be too much, but don't be surprised if this game is closer than it looks. Either way, that would be big for Tulane, but an upset would be very big. And lastly, the main one I want to point out is UTSA at Texas State. So Texas State, or UTSA, is projected to finish second in the American, and Texas State second in the Sun Belt behind App State, UTSA behind Memphis. So both teams didn't perform as they should have in week one, but I think they both were probably looking forward to this game. UTSA has won all 5 games in this rivalry meeting in the I-35, but here's the thing. Texas State just came off its best season in school history and first bowl win. UTSA just came off its first bowl win. Traylor has been cooking there in UTSA, as we've seen for the past few years, and Kenny has been great last year. He was awesome at Incarnate Word first, and then he came to Texas State and just boosted this program. You have McLeod at quarterback, the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year, transferring from James Madison to Texas State at quarterback, and then you have McCown for UTSA. This is going to be one of the most underrated games of the week. It's going to be a rowdy rivalry game. These fans absolutely hate each other. They're like 50 minutes apart. It was like 50,000 or 49,000 fans, I think, at the game last year in the Alamo Dome. This is going to be a crazy rivalry game. I'm pretty sure the line is straight up even, so this is one that you should definitely look out for. And obviously on your TV this weekend, because it could get wild, but also for the college football playoff for the G5, because both these teams are competing, and this win would be a huge resume booster for either one of them, because both teams are going to have good years, but this win ultimately could be the difference between competing for that 12-team G5 college football playoff spot or not.